Hey everybody, real quick. I want to talk about stoic women. Because I don't think a lot of people talk about stoic women or even know stoic women exist. Because there are a lot of women who present themselves as women who are feminine, who could possibly be beautiful in their own essence, in their own light, in their own energy, right? But when it comes to a stoic woman, like that woman carries herself and is in tune with other things besides of what's going on in this world, right? And let me explain. Okay, so a woman genuinely, right? Like a woman genuinely, you grow up, you are, people are attracted to you, you get a lot of attention, right? You get a lot of attention, you walk down the street, you go in the store, people in your face, people at work, people when you go wherever, when you go outside, when you go to a concert, wherever, right? It's like, I would say 7 times out of 10, if you're a woman, you smell good and you know how to dress, and you can keep your hair together and you look a certain way, or if you beyond the 7 or whatever you want to call it, that woman's going to get attention, right? But when it comes to a stoic woman, that attention doesn't mean shit. I mean, it just doesn't. It is. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because how a stoic woman starts thinking or is thinking is like, okay, this is just the status quo. Like, this is just the norm. Like, this doesn't put me in a special category, right? This is just how women or men or whoever's attracted to this woman will present themselves in this fashion to this woman, right? That's what happens when people are attracted. That's what happens when people have, when they are energetically attractive or physically attractive to another being, to another person, right? And when people don't understand, stoic women who understand that, they believe that the woman is focusing on just the physical aspect of that interaction, right? Like, oh, well, look at me. Well, look who I can get. You don't know who trying to talk to me. Do you know who be trying to talk to me? And this and that. And yada, yada, yada. And I get so much attention. Who you think you is. Like, 9 times, stoic women don't give a fuck about that. It just is what the fuck it is. It's just human nature. It just comes with the territory with being a woman, okay? Because usually 9 times out of 10, a stoic woman is in her head. Like, a stoic woman is in her head. Now, a stoic woman can get emotional. They do love hard. They do love deeply because they done thought about a lot of shit, right? They think about a lot of shit. Stoic women are very in tune with their logical standpoint and their emotional standpoint. But when it comes to like the general everyday, day to day, day in and day out, a stoic woman is very confined, right? Like, that stoic woman is very to herself. Like, she is okay with being by herself. She's okay with she can enjoy her own company. Okay, she can go out to restaurants by herself. She can go to entertainment by herself, right? She can go to concerts by herself. She can go to restaurants by herself. You want to know why? She can go to the movies by herself. You want to know why? Because she is contained and okay with being solidified in her energy. Stoic women don't need, like, a stoic woman can have a companion, they can have a partner, they can have a mate, they can get married and all those things, right? But when it comes to the general aspect of that woman being solidified and okay within herself, that stoic woman has no problem with being by herself. She just doesn't. So by her not having a problem with being by herself, she will move in a certain way that people who aren't used to stoic women will move, right? Because women who aren't in that sense, who aren't in that fashion, literally always need like a, you know, like a friend group. Or, you know, they always got to have a group. You always got to be side by side with somebody. You know, somebody always got to be in their face in order for them to feel validated in this physical realm, in order for them to feel validated within the sense of they self, because they believe this attention is what makes them valuable, right? But when you're talking about a stoic woman, she knows that that's just the status quo. That's just the guarantee. Her values is beyond her physical makeup. Her values is beyond her physical sense of self. So by her knowing that her value is beyond her physical makeup, she is not going to interject herself into the physical ailments of what other people want to interject themselves to when they need a whole lot of attention. Okay? So when people aren't used to these type of women usually get classified and labeled as being like every other woman. But I wanted to talk about this being stoic because me, myself, I am very stoic. I can be by myself, okay? I can enjoy my own company. I can go to the movies. I can go to the restaurant. I'm literally okay with being by myself, even as a child. You know how children, they always are very super attached to their parents. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my family. Don't get me wrong. But I was never that needy child. Like, I never was that type of child where, you know, my mama's going for, you know, like when you get a teenager or whatever, and then my mama's going, and all of a sudden, mama, where is this? Or where is that? Or where is this? And where is that? What can I? What do you? Well, what? Well, I was thinking, but I never was that child because I've always tried to figure it out on my own. Even in my younger ages, I always try to figure out on my own. I always like, okay, well, this is presenting itself to me. Let me figure out how I can do this, right? So even in that stance, and I wanted to talk about that because a lot of times stoic women get labeled other things, and then people take other things out on stoic women because they believe that there is no possible way that you can be okay with being by yourself. Like, there is no possible way that people come up and talk to you, or, you know, you might be in a certain setting, or you might work in a certain field, or, you know, you might look a certain way, and people giving you attention is not your main focus. Like, you won't gravitate to that attention. People have a hard time understanding that when it comes to a stoic woman, okay? And I wanted to talk about that. I want to express this because there are a lot of stoic women out there who get labeled and confused of being other things, when literally stoic women are okay with being within their own self, with them being their own energy, no matter how they look, no matter where they look. When they come to a conclusion, when they come to a agreement, that's what the fuck it is. It just is what it is, okay? They okay with being by themselves. They okay with enjoying themselves. They okay with that, because if you can't enjoy, if you have a problem enjoying yourself by yourself, who in the fuck, who wants to hang out with you? You don't even like hanging out with yourself. If you can't find peace within yourself, and you can't find solidarity within yourself, who wants to be with you? Who wants to hang out with you? No one. No one. It's going to be unbearable up in the moment. And stoic, especially stoic women, understand that. Okay, so please, can we stop labeling women as being all in one box, all in one sector, all in one category? Because we are not. Like, men are not all in one sector. They are not all in one category. They are not all toxic. They are not. Women are. There are different sectors and places that you can place these particular people. Okay, just open up your eyes. Realize that it's more to the female aspect than what you know or what you have experienced. Okay, see, y'all have a good one.